Okay, Philip, the floor is yours.
So thank you very much, Natasha. I hope you listen to me well. Please interrupt me in any time if you need or if you don't listen to me, if you have some obstacles. So I will try to explain you something about social media, and I hope will be not like a training, more like a info, and I hope I will engage all my effort to put you in the process of creating our social network. So, as you know, I don't know how to manage the slide. So I hope the Natasha will cover me. So, but where is the Zoom now? I don't see you. Uh-huh. So, Natasha, is it okay? Uh, you can manage. Okay. So, sorry for this. I'm not very good for this.
May I say something before you go ahead?
Yes, please.
I think that Brixhilda and Besnian are our new members in the team. So just to let you know that they're taking part as well on behalf of Women in Development Albania.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Besian. I've been a volunteer for and an intern for Women Development Skodra for the first year of my training. I've been 3 years there, and now I have been working 2 last years on the children protection program that the organization has, and I'm very happy to be part of this training. And I'm just
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Brixhilda, please. Very short, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be the coordinator of the project. My name is Brigilda, on behalf of Women in Development. I've been part of the organization for 7 years, the first 3 years as a volunteer, and now since the last 4 years as part of the staff. I'm very excited to be part of the team and work with all of you.
You're very welcome as well.
Very happy to have you here.
Okay, Natasha, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you and welcome in the family. Now I give the floor to Philip. Philip, you can start.
Thank you very much. So I hope Natasha will change my
Yes.
or presentation when I tell you. Thank you. So you know very well what is social media. So we are here to find why we should use social media, which social media will be, and in which time will we use those. There is like a similar question, but it's important to us to know them. So please, Natasha, next slide. What is social media? Refers to online tools and services which allow exchange of ideas, information, videos, pictures, and graphics. Of course, just about anything you can name. We can change, exchange, and write and read, and I hope will be our way to find better projects. So, next slide, please. Natasha, next slide, please. Okay, so I don't see very well what you change, but I will try to find because I saw. Why it's important to be part of the social media? First, because to find people to invest in your products or services. I say invest or being involved, you can say. Why? Because they never heard of you. They don't have any affinity to you. They don't live near you. They have no reason to listen to you when you speak, and they have other more familiar options offering similar products or services. So what you see about this picture now, it's simple that one is in colored, one is in black and white, but I'm sure that it's not enough to say our information, it's always black and white. So we can color them, we can give more, how to say, design and everything, but in the essence, it's only our information. So it's black and white, and it's enough for us to make those information among us. That's why social media, the essence of social media is those conversation, those communication. So I think that we should colorize information, especially like journalists, we are very good in this, but it's not the essence of the social media. My opinion is that it's important to have information. It's important to write. It's important to be included in the project and to know the goals and other things. Please, next slide. This slide is only information because it's how many users you know. This is social media is a jungle. Forget about the flood of application, integrations, add-ons, and other things. So, for example, this Facebook data say that 1.69 billion is involved in Facebook, but for example, Twitter is much more, 500 million tweets sent per day. You can imagine how much information is this. So some of the data is black and white, like on Twitter, but it's very short. Some are very huge, like other, but it's not the essence to be short or long. The essence is to share the proper information. In our case, will be our project. So Facebook, world's largest social network with more than 1.7 billion active users, is one of the biggest. Users create personal profile. You know how it's functioning, Facebook or Twitter, 140 character limit. And it's interesting to know that YouTube or Vimeo, it's also very interesting to watch the website. And it's Flickr, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, and etc. Please, next slide. And again, next, please. Some of the principles of social communication, they are very important to be explained who you are, to give some personalization. That means that it's how to say, if you put the empathy in your information, you can take the public, you can take the publicity very easy. So that means personalization, not some private, like you don't like to speak, but some personalization and empathy. It's good to put in your post, but who you know, it's important to know that you can browse network. Then what you do, generate an activity stream, share an activity stream, and process an activity stream. This picture, I will explain you a little bit down there, but this is 12 things which is important. And in the center of this circle, you can imagine that this your product or our project. All of this in this circle, like video, social media, public relation, website, blogs, mobile, except one, it's important to have in front of you, but this search will explain you a little bit later. Please, next slide. If you start with small steps, that means register an account, don't start with politics, connect with your colleagues, family, or friends, and add people you know to your network, observe the community, watch and learn how people connect. After a few days of this, you will have to build your own network, try some new things, share interesting stories because you can find more publics and connect with your community, give comment or two or content on their people. So next slide will explain why search is a little bit on the other side, because our effort to make some research, but it's not enough to make a research. We have this project in the last couple of years, and for the people who are new in this team, it will be very easy because not only the research, then the resources too, we have very well. And I'm sure that those resources will be on your side. We have a lot of information about this, and I'm sure that they will help to you. So it's good to start with those resources, then make some research, and then you can develop other in social network. Please, next slide. That means to be social, of course, engage your network. In the past couple of slides was that you cannot include politics at the start. Unfortunately, many of the posts are overwhelmed with politics, which is not good, not correct, but the politics is part of the social media. So engage your network. After a while, people will react or comment. It's important to know that all of your reaction or text or anything with media, especially social, makes people to react, and it's important to have those two ways communication among with social media. So connect with your network. They will reward you by doing a lot of campaign for you. Expect, of course, negative response or negative comments. And it's also, how to say, good. It's good to make better thing, because if they make comment you negative, you know maybe what you do wrong. So you don't have to create new content for each one of your network. Use your network as distribution platform. This is some tricks of the social media, which you can cover with some tools. We should see after. Some tips of and tricks will be, please, next slide. Be personal, share some private things, be responsive, engage, and communicate. Don't ignore. Use the language others can understand. Connect with influencers. This is like, declarative, very wide. It's not the essence, but some of these things, these 3 tips and tricks are for the starters. I'm sure that all of you know this. So that's why I prepare, next slide, please, some interesting stories about how the people think about some tools. We should explain tools like Elevate, Facebook Audience Insight, Follower-Wonk, Venngage, WorldSwag. You can find them very easy if you Google. Of course, Block and email will be our direction. So for Elevate, this Jason Miller, Global Content Marketing Leader, said that I like to keep things simple and streamlined. Less is more. Why you tell you this quotation of this man? Because he explained that LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter also need some tools to be combined. And this guy say less is more. That means through Elevate, use to share, organize, and measure all the content which he posts across my mind. That's why I put this quotation here to explain, like Elevate. And I'm sure that Bistro will be our Elevate in the project. So Facebook Audience Insight. They say I'm big into audiences, figuring out what are the interests, behaviors, and demographics of your target customers. So the target our audience. It's important to know. Here it's not only Bistra, it's Verena also will help us with Facebook audience insight. She will be our Facebook audience insight in this project. I'm sure that will be. So please, next slide. Next slide. And follower Wong is the tools who can help you to find, analyze, or optimize. For example, Twitter remains the primary social media platform, but alone Twitter is unmanageable. This follower Wong is to understand who your audience is, when they are most likely to engage, and to find followers who overlap with similar social profiles and influencers. So it's important to know that I'm sure that Natasha will find, analyze, and optimize, of course, with other Bistra and other me too. But next slide. I'm sure that I'm much helpful for you with infographics tools like this Wengage, which project that you can make very easy those infographics. Why is infographics important? Because it's very easy to understand through infographics. It's very easy to understand what we do. It's few steps, some pictures, some quotation. You can use resources, and it's very easy to touch the essence of the project, what we should do or what we do. So please, next slide. It's word swag. It's about the design, about some quotation or some words. If you put something, design of those will be much better to see the people. Good for eyes, if I may say. Next slide, please. And blog. Yes, blog is the essence maybe in the social media, and it's important to know that if you use blog, it's many people will see and many people will understand what you do. So this Heidi Cohen, Chief Content Officer, is some marketing guide and said that hands down, email is the king of the social media. Why? Because your blog via email will share with the other publics, and it is. I agree with this. For me also, email is the king of social media. I don't use all other much, and it's important to know this. So this yours is some of the tools who help or FeedBurner. It's some tools to help blog to put and to get to the people via email. Next slide, please. And of course, you are your own best tool. In social media, you will be your own best tool. And if you focus on the craft of the work and constantly write about information connected to the project, about the project, and they say that Twitter and all other social media on their own give you access. But what is writing that sparks interest and keeps them hooked? That means it's important what you write. Our effort will be to write exactly information shared among us about water and sanitation planning. Be unique and your byline. Next slide, please. Let's see. It's not this slide. This is not enough, but I will explain you. Okay, I will explain you a little bit more. So this is, please, next slide. So I would like to say thank you for your attention, but at the end, before I finish, I will say that communication will be why we should use those social networks, or which social network. I'm sure that will be email. For others, we should agree much more now, of course. And I'm sure when once or twice in the month, 1-2 times per month will be enough. I'm sure that will be enough. Why I say this? Because, like I say, Social media is about conversation, community, connection with the audience, and building relationships. It's not just a broadcast channel or sales and marketing tool. Authenticity, honesty, and open dialogue are the key. Social media not only allows you to hear what people say about you, but enables you to respond. Listen first, speak second. Be compelling, useful, relevant, and engaging. Don't be afraid to try new things, but think through your efforts before kick them off. They say some key principles for social media, and when we should, uh, how to say, uh, use those social media. I'm sure that when we start a media campaign, we should use some social medias. When we have new print materials, for example, it's another things why we should use those social media. Make meeting with somebody important with the project connected. It's also important to use the social media. And always, if you have any questions, you can use social media too. I'm sure that now, before I give the floor to Bistra, uh, make some we should discuss, and I give you floor to all, to be precise, to find some hashtag, timing, intensity of our communication, or illustration and pictures, which will be little bit handicapped with those corona, but this is our goal. Yeah, yes, the goals and priorities also you should find with this. So thank you for your attention, and please, Natasha Bistra, take the floor.
Okay, thank you. I only want to see if I am Albon is here. Okay. Uh, thank you, Philip. As we previously talked, that the aim of this training will be how to be more visible and more present during our project on social media. Just for this, I propose now each of you to say or to propose what will be our hashtag. Maybe all of us we can write on chat or you can talk. It depends of you. What will be our messages? Did we need a logo for the project? And which social media we can use? What is our favorite social media in which you have your account, or you can maybe we can. Set up a new account with the name of the project. That all of this, it depends what we can choose and how we can choose that. This is the time we have now, about half hour on 45 minutes to decide or to talk and to decide how we can work the next during implementation of our projects. The aim, as all of you know, it's how to be more visible on the media. Thank you.
How do we think a bit and then we start discussing? Or in general, from my perspective, I would like to ask and to share some experience with you regarding the web pages. I think that each web page needs, from all the organizations, need to be updated with the project, which we have, and afterwards we can decide. From what I see that you're using mostly Facebook, many of you. I don't know if it is a good platform. I don't know how to continue in this respect. So it's really up to you, the way you would like to see the implemented activities and the results which would come out of this project, and in the next 2 years, how we can be more visible for all the audience all these in all the 5 countries which we are covering.
Yes,
The floor is yours.
yes, Bistra, if I may say that, like I say, maybe not very understandable, but it's easy if we know what we do. So first step will be to upload our data, the data of the project and our engagement in this project on our personal websites, of course. This will be one of the first steps. And of course, according to our activities, each organization should have, we should prepare some, if it's some, how to say, debate, we should prepare some info about this debate. If it's some training or some preparation of the material, will be info about this. So this will be our really first steps to change with you, and after that to manage with some infographics or put them in the media, in the local media, and etc. This will be some steps. Thank you.
On behalf of WCF, we use Facebook, we use also Twitter, and we use some more platforms, I think. And also on our webpage is the information placed.
Instagram, LinkedIn also have a.
I propose to prepare a short table where we put different type of social media, and in the columns then we, I mean in the lines we put then each of us as a partner, and everybody can tick which social media we use, so we have quite a clear understanding on it. I'm preparing this table, share with all of you, and you can fill in. While we can take more time, for example, on messages and hashtags, because this is quite important to agree and use the right
Very good.
message.
Can you do that in the Google Drive we are all sharing?
Yeah, I'm doing it, sending here, and then.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
How will be prepared posts in local languages, in English? Will one organization will be responsible to prepare posts and to share with other organizations to translate it in local language and to share through local social media networks?
It's a very good question, and it's the practice is that we should start on, of course, our communication officially is on English. You have in your local languages, and then with communication with the responsible like Bistra or Verena will be in which languages or how we should translate those infographics, etc. Bistra?
I think that it's good to have it in English.
Only in English.
Well,
and local languages.
May I?
Yeah.
Where we have different media campaigns in our activities. So some media campaigns have to be in local language, I think, because they address the local public. For example, the nitrate tests, which we want to have done by the local people, they need to know everything in local language, I think, so that we really address everybody and that we do not only address people who are able of speaking English.
So maybe for some international events or for governmental and depending on the institutional involvement, then we can decide on the English, and on the local activities, can be the local language.
Yeah, and I think the media campaign which Philip and Natasha, which you want to do in North Macedonia, will probably also be in Macedonian.
Yeah, but it
or
will
maybe in both.
Macedonian, Albanian, and English, because when we want to talk to the citizens, we must talk to them on the language that they understand. But also it will be on the English because the project is supported by foreign donors, that it should be understandable for them too. And I presume that this will be good for everyone to have on their own language, local language, and also on English, because for everyone we need to have English information for the donor, and for everyone out of the project that it's interest about what we do. For foreigner and some other donors or some other international organization that work on the topics, because I'm not sure, I know that we are only few organizations in Europe that actively work on this topic, that if everyone wants to see, they can look on English, and it's good for ourselves for promotion. And
yeah.
Can I suggest something? I would propose that we do like a recap from old photos and videos that we had from the last project. So, and each of us post it, so everybody knows how we worked and how was the progress through the last project and what we're going to do more in this new project. And I think if we do it like a recap or video or with images, so everybody gets to remind what we did and what we're going to do.
Yeah, this is a good idea. We already do it, something like this from the previously projects. And maybe we can, because in our Drive, Google Drive, we have a lot of things there that I think that we can use it, and everyone, they can prepare for their own NGO and then collect and put it in one, if it will be the Facebook account or any other account, then you can open new account for these projects, and everyone can put there. Of course, this is my idea. Verena, as I saw you, I say like okay. Okay, so somebody else.
May I ask some,
Yes,
may
please.
I ask something about the ongoing web pages? Are they all active? This is something which is good to know that when
our web pages or Balkan Wash Network.
Our each partners' web pages, not
Yes.
the bulk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Our it is. I don't know for others.
So this means that each of the organization, when it is written the name on the
web page,
on the field where the web page needs to be written, and then under this web page, an information about the ongoing WSSP project can be found.
We didn't put at the moment nothing for this project, but during the week we'll have the bottom with the name of the project, and there will be put it the information about the project, about our activity, the photo kickoff meeting that we have it. Maybe this also this training will be inside that, and the next step, the calendar for the next step.
Yeah, we also haven't done it so far, so it's all fine. We have time for that. The next 2 months can be busy with this issue, so it's all absolutely fine in this respect. So just a short reminder to all organizations, if there are some if there are some needs to be solved in this respect, please discuss it among.
And it's very important if you want now to talk about what will we use the keywords, what will be the hashtag that each of us will use for our projects, what will be the message that we want to send. That this is very important, and it's very for me it will be from the big importance if we use the same words, the same messages, as we stand to be more recognizable. And everyone after that, they will know, we know this is that and that project. But it's very important to be to use the same words. Maybe we can use the first hashtag will be BMUB proud. It's like this. It's this, Verena Bistra. On chat. I put on chat.
BMU without M.
BM. M. It's yes. BM. Like this. Proud.
Bez B.
This
Like
Yes.
this.
Okay.
It's you
Aha,
cannot-
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then this is because this is the donator, yes?
Yeah.
Donor. Yeah. Then this is important to have it in all of our messages or what else we can share. After that, I don't know, WhatsApp. The second, it's sorry. That's okay. Did you see on chat?
I see in the last few, or in the application we use the WSSP, but to be honest, I'm so. Oh, sorry, I just sent it to Besian, not to everyone.
Mhm.
But I think what's on
Mhm.
plan is
Yeah.
also
Okay.
It was written also in the contracts.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I think
But we didn't use what's on plan with BMU, so we never used that for them. Only the
Okay.
WSSP. But I think
I think
and just use both.
yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Then we can also put, if we have a place, free place, it will be water, sanitation.
I wouldn't use water.
Yeah, it's very general.
Yeah.
Then what we, because this it's we need more wash. Okay, yes, we need much more hashtags.
Shall we mention somewhere Balkan?
Yes. Yeah, for sure, because it's the project for the Balkan. Balkan wash, I don't know, or
Yeah, I like Balkan wash.
yeah, Balkan wash. I don't know. No one behind, but everyone use this. Maybe it's very general. It's not ours. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a very strange way of everybody's using it at the moment.
Yes.
Also on high-level events.
Yeah.
Maybe we can include it in our presentations as a hashtag.
Yeah, and also we can use it for the special events because as it was a toilet day before a few days, then we have hashtag related to toilets. But when it will be hand wash day or water day, then you can use the hashtags that are at the moment or for the years. How to say, the general topic that we can be connected with this and important is that we must follow what's happened and what is the general topics the year in which we will work because it's 2 years that we need for this and for the next year to follow the topics that will be on. And of course, if you have some interesting to share, or if you believe that some will be new and some will be interesting to be the hashtag, we can share with all of us and we can use it. Because as I say very often, during the implementation of project, we will see what is new and what we need to include it as it's happened with our previously project when we opened the topic of the menstrual hygiene. You know that something will go during the implementation, I believe. About the messages, I'm not sure at the moment, but if you have something to share or if you think that something should be used, it will be good to say.
I just have one question to the first hashtag which you posted to the BMU Proud. So did you already use that before, or is it like we are proud that we are supported by BMU, or what's the message behind that?
Yeah, I found it somewhere that it was BMU proud that that if you write BMU proud, I think that this is some new hashtag that they use it all the grantees of the BMU.
Okay. Yeah, I would just I like the idea, but I would also add hashtag BMU, so that the BMU is also officially tagged. By the way, I'm making a document, or I've created a new folder in our Google Drive with a social media strategy. So we will then have the information there.
Super.
Okay, good.
Okay.
And I would also add the export initiative.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. I forgot. I thinking, but I forgot it. Yeah, this is also very important. Yeah. And also it's very important to know the frequency of publishing the messages. I think that it will be great if you have one per week, at least. When it will be some events, of course, they should be more. But if we don't have anything, for example, this week or the next 2 weeks, it will be good to share each of us one information or one message per week. It means that we are in life, that we are here, and that we are in the process of implementation of the projects.
So if I may say something, so it's important to know that all connections with the project, water and sanitation planning in local communities will be somehow important to know. This is part how we should put some information and why we should put some information in the social media. So if some competition, or if some other project, or even some initiative of the volunteers of the people, or the people from the local community make something about water and sanitation, it's good to know. If we put this how to say message online, will be some reaction and will be good. That means if you don't have nothing 2 weeks, it's okay. We can product something maybe about connected with your activities in this project. But if not, it's good to if somebody knows that there is some connected with water and sanitation, it's good to how to say to transpond this project among us or in the social media, because once when they go, we should see, and it's interesting that somebody from our network knows about this. So this is one of the approaches how we should make network, how we should make other, how to say, visibility, yes, and public. Thank you.
Do we all agree on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe it will take some time until we start getting used to it, but
maybe we can, maybe we can decide for some milestone to know when will be some deadlines, or I don't know, maybe till the New Year, to have the account and to start to share. I don't know what you think.
Sorry, I think I didn't understand you. Sorry, Natasha.
I think that we must make some milestones, some deadlines when we will start the first, when we will start to share the first information about the project. Because if we start in September and now it's end of the November, we don't have almost anything that we have shared regards the projects. I propose that till 25 of let's say 25 of December, of 20 of December, to have some information that will be shared and that will be information about the projects.
You mean like by each partner on their
Yes,
social
yes,
media?
yes.
So that we have like a launch or Twitter storm or something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I will be on holiday after next week, so it would be good if we would do that this or next week.
Okay, it means till Monday or till Friday, next Friday.
I'll be on holiday, so I'll work next week, but I'll be on holiday from the 7th of December.
Okay, then it's good for us. It's okay.
So if Verena, for example, prepares a short intro in English, then all other partners, organizations can make the translation of it in our local languages, and then all of us can share it in social media, in website as well, for those that have active website.
Yeah. I would also be happy to have some input from someone who is experienced with social media, as I'm not a social media person. So my posts are always super boring because it's like, we launched this and that and this at that time. So if somebody feels attracted to having something super fancy and catchy, I'm happy for some input, but I will of course contribute to that.
I have a question. Are we going to have the same content when we launch it, or each organization can have its own way of launching it?
Ideas are open. Floor is open. So if you have something, please put. If don't, you should combine.
I think that it's good to be each of us to have a different story, a different approach, because they will show about our differences. About for me, this is the good. This is the richness of the project.
One possibility would be that. Oh, sorry, Bistra.
No, go ahead.
We might have, for example, a shared Facebook page, like a Balkan Wash Network Facebook page, where we can make posts, which the organizations can then repost and make additionally their own posts.
Yeah, I will add per one person for admin on the Balkan Wash Network per organization. That you will decide in your organization who will be responsible for share the information regards the projects, and please send me only the name who will be, and I will add as administrator, and each of you can share. Of course, they should be how would say a member of the group to be administrator, but please do it. It's I will share with all of you that you don't have only. I should see how I can do it. Sorry. On Facebook, you know, I only need to find. Yes. Yeah, this is. It's a little bit slow, but I will manage. Yes, This is the link. Okay. And you should add, be friends of Balkan Washnet. Then after that, I will add Bujana. It's very simple. I think that the other are already from Romania, and also Alexandra should send me. From the Skoder, it was Alexandra, I think. Now you can send me the new coordinator who will be, and I will add everyone. I will try to add. Okay, anyway, I will do it during the day or tomorrow, but please send me who else will be moderator or administrator or admin from your organization. And we can do it. We can do it. Everyone, they will have access or possibility to manage the Balkan Wash Facebook page. Also, we have a page on Instagram, I think, Balkan Wash, and on Twitter that you can use it, everyone, and share the information.
Perfect. Very perfect.
Okay, if we have something to add or something to ask regards this part of the training, please do it now. If no, we can have 10-15 minutes break. And after that, I will continue with menstrual hygiene management and menstrual poverty.
I have one short question for Miliecontact Albania, because the logo which I found is not in the best resolution. Could you send me via email your logo in good resolution? Then I can add it to the folder. Or just upload it on our Google Drive.
Yes, I will upload it.
Perfect, thank you.
Natasha, I have a short question.
Please.
Because I'm not familiar with all of this. On Facebook, for instance, because you just sent a link to Facebook, can you also befriend the just persons or the our association, for instance? Can you befriend Academica or just?
Yes, if you have Academica, it has some. If it has account, I will add Academica. You know.
No, it's okay for me to add me to do the work, but I just wanted to know if it can be visible on both sides, while Balkan Wash on Academica and vice versa.
To be honest, I don't know. I should see. I think yes. If we add, I think that if we tag Academica, that it will be shown on Academica side too.
Okay, I don't think so. Yeah. And may I ask also something about the logo? Anyway, Verena started the topic. What about having a common logo for the project? Do we all agree on this to do it as the last time, and we put all the logos of all organizations in it in order to introduce our project in the next 2 years with this logo? What do you think about that? It's not necessary that you answer me now. You can answer me in the next weeks or by email.
I think it's a good idea to have a personalized logo for this project. It's a nice idea.
Yeah.
We need to brainstorm, or who is the creative one?
Philip is the creator.
Yes, okay. I would like to suggest to be all logos in one.
Yes, definitely.
Memo down there.
Yeah.
One. And one hashtag like what sun plan will be enough for this project. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
and
my
so-
personal
great.
opinion. If you like, I will prepare some other, but it's much better for visibility and everything to be all logo included BMU.
Oh, I appreciate that a lot. Very good idea. And thank you, Philip, for taking over. Great.
I'm sure that will
You
be
will come to us with several possibilities from which we need to choose, right?
okay. It will be my pleasure. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Philip.
Okay. Then.
Okay, then now we have 10-15 minutes, how you want.
It's
Okay, 15 minutes to have in 1:15 we can continue with
Yeah.
Mahama. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. See you.
Thank you.